welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Houston Cougars and the Louisville Cardinals. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's McCoy. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. No huddle here for the offense. They go right back to it. There's a crease. Touchdown, Cardinals. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different, and now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The run inside. It's Hughes. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Wegman. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. Smashes him with the stiff arm. To the house. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is good. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Rushes on him. Finds his tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Might have a chance. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And he'll be brought down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys. Play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Cardinals will go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. The throw. Finds a man by himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Cougars! He got loose and lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Brown. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Makes the catch. It's Young. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Henderson. Quickly complete. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Houston will snap it in the red zone. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Brown. Oh, what a cut! He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Snap to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Sweet. Ready. Wide, 53. Ready, go.
This time he wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's McCoy. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The keeper on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the wideout. The Cougars will use their 1st timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Brown. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Booster.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Houston offense comes onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Upstairs, he's got it. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
In the red area, it's Hughes. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Houston going up tempo. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Bust through behind his pad. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Well, listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck?
Flag 14. Booster, booster. Right, right. Where did he go?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Wegman. Here comes the heat. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This one's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. Was going to get a touchdown. But how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big third down coming here.
They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll start this drive going to the air, trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short.
Here we go. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to pass, it's Henderson. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Back has it. Maybe some room here. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the New Mexico State Aggies.